Hi everyone, my name is Krista Moikel. Thanks for joining us tonight on our coaching sneak peek. I've been a coach now for 3 years, and I first started when I was not employed. I was actually looking for a full-time teaching job, and then I found one, and I was a teacher for 1.5 years and also a coach. And then last year I decided to step back from teaching and just kind of focus on coaching full-time. So I feel like I have found ways to integrate this business into the different seasons of life. I went from when I started having a 4-month-old, now I have a 3.5-year-old and a 7-month-old. So I just kind of want to go over, what does it mean to coach? Like, what do you actually do if you're a coach? And so some of the things that you are going to end up doing, and a lot of it, I just have to preface it with saying that a lot of it depends on how active you want to be. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go like middle of the road here, but if you want to be like a hobby coach and you just kind of want to sign people up, then I'm sure a lot of it, you're going to use your coaches challenge group. You probably won't run your own or online boot camp. So some of that is just going to depend. But what you're going to do is you have what's called your coach office, and that's where all of your information's kept as your coach. So where you go to help people get signed up, where you can keep track of all your customers, find their contact information if you need to get a hold of them, where you go ahead and get paid, all of that stuff. So every day you probably want to check in there, make sure everything's groovy, see if anybody's placed any orders, if you need to reach out to anybody. What you're going to do too is you're going to check into your online boot camp, because it's really important that you are supporting the people that are on your team, even if they aren't necessarily people that you've brought into the group. You're going to check in and you want to encourage them, because a lot of it is, remember that if you really just wanted to make money or you really wanted to sell something, you probably would not be here. You would not be talking about, joining Beachbody. So this is really something unique, because we're in the business of changing lives. Like, that's what we do, is we change lives. So it's not going to matter if they're your customer or they're not. You're going to go in that group and you're going to make sure that you're supporting and showing love, because you obviously have a passion for helping impact people's lives. A couple rules as coaches that you would follow, being a product of the product. So I'm sure whoever brought you here today, you've been watching them, you see they're working out, they're drinking a shake, they're doing these things, and you're like, that seems kind of cool, like maybe I should do that too. Or you've already started using the programs and you're like, this is really awesome, I want to be able to share it. So you're a product of the product. That's like a thing. You cannot, tell people, oh, you should do Lift 4, 80-day obsession if you've never done these things. Like, you have to have at least be in it. I'm not saying you have to have done every program or used every product. Like, that's not really a thing, right? I know I haven't. There's a few that I haven't done yet. But you are going to be drinking your shake every day. So it's really your belief is what motivates and fuels you to encourage others. Like, hey, this product is so great. Like, this is how it's impacted my life. I want you to have that too. And so that is sharing your story. Really, how has this changed your life, and how are you going to share it and let other people know? Maybe when you started, I'm sure you've had some sort of transformation, whether it's always an external transformation, internal transformation. That's what you're going to share. Invite people. So I'm sure chances are at some point your coach reached out to you and said, hey, why don't you join me? So in turn, you're going to invite other people. It can be a very intimidating thing to just be like, oh yeah, I want to, reach out to this person and see. But that's why we invite people, right? If we have kids, we invite people to our kids' birthday parties. If we have a housewarming party, we invite people. It's the same thing. Like, you just want to invite people and let them know about this opportunity and what it means. And the last thing that you're going to do is personal development. So whether it's reading a book or an Audible or something, but we really believe in growing as people and continuing to be the best version of ourselves. So that's what we strive to do. And so we have an amazing team that is full of resources to help us know, like, how do I navigate all of this stuff? But that's okay, because we're here with you every step of the way. This is such an incredible team to become part of. And so the resources at your disposal are just absolutely amazing. We are so lucky to be here. So please know that you will have help, you will have support every step of the way. If you have any other questions about what it means to coach or how you do it, please feel free to drop those questions below. And really just plugging in as much as you can. Whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. All right? Thanks again for joining us.